First and foremost, this is not a how-to. This is more or less me jumping into the sport and then kind of taking you along the journey, right? I literally know almost nothing about mountain biking, right? I tried to do a bunch of research. Things said to go this way and other things said to go that way. And I ended up being more confused than when I first started. So my philosophy was I'm just going to go out and buy the cheapest bike that there is and learn by doing. And that's why I have the red bike. Okay? Literally the cheapest bike I could find that's not a Walmart bike. It's a specialized rock hopper or jump hopper or something like that. But throughout my intense research and travel to find getting into mountain biking, I came across this used bike, right? And I put an offer on it that was pretty low. And after I bought this bike, the guy accepted that offer. And so now I have two bikes, right? And they're literally almost completely opposite, right? This one is an aluminum hardtail with all the shittiest components you can put on it. This one is a full suspension carbon with almost all the best components you can put on it. My intention is still to keep both bikes. One, so I can kind of learn the differences as I'm, getting into the sport, and I can kind of relay that onto you guys, hopefully. And two, so I can have a second mountain bike for any friends who want to come out with me. Because that was one issue I had was I knew a bunch of my friends mountain bike, but none of them had a spare bike. So now I have a spare bike for friends and stuff and go from there. My goal really is I don't want to jump on this thing yet. I don't want to be too pampered, so to speak. So I want to put at least 100 miles in on the red hardtail here. I'll probably be taking it in spots I shouldn't be going, but it's going to be a good way for me to learn. I'm probably just going to be doing a bunch of solo rides to start to get my conditioning up, because I don't want to go out with my friends and being that slow guy in the back. My ego and pride is not going to want to take that. So I'm probably going to do a couple rides by myself, try to get my cardio there. I mean, I know my cardio is good because I run a lot, but the minute muscles to ride a bike are not there. So that's where I'm going to be challenged the most. The reason I'm kind of getting into mountain biking is because I love trail running, but I can't really do much trail running anymore because of my 20 plus years of skateboarding. My ankles and knees aren't really holding up to all that impact. So mountain biking, a lot less impact unless you fall off. I'm going to try not to fall off. That's the game plan. To kind of go through these bikes a little bit to give some people some knowledge, right? This one specialized, brand new aluminum frame, right? Hardtail means there's no rear suspension, still has front forks. All the brakes are mechanical brakes. As you can see, there's a pull. It still has the disc, still a disc brake, but it's pull lever. Got the gearing. I don't have a fancy bell or basket. They don't come with those anymore, I guess. And that is what this one is. Okay, I think I spent $475-ish on this one. This one here is an Intense Spider 29C carbon, right? And this one comes with almost all the bells and whistles. See, Fox front struts, 130 millimeter front and rear travel. As you can see, this is the rear suspension, right? Oh, I guess I'm not really that strong enough yet. That's the rear suspension. I even got the fancy lock-in pedals for this. Although I'm not going to use those first. I bought another set of flat pedals, or maybe I'll just use these flat pedals just so I can get used to riding. After that, I'll probably end up using those, and I'll have to buy the fancy shoes and stuff, which I'm completely fine with that. This one has the hydraulic brakes. As you can see, there's no lever. It's just hydraulics in there. It has the fancier gearing and stuff. And the seat, the seat does this cool thing, right? Voila. This one, you kind of have to do it mechanically. That's for those people who are completely ignorant, like I was about a week ago. When you're going uphill, you want the seat all the way up for pedaling, and then when you're going downhill, you put the seat down so you can have your legs absorb a lot of the impact. And I actually paid only $1,800 for this. This is a 2016 model. The guy said he only rode it about 20 times. And due to the condition this thing is in, I do believe him. But you're always taking a little bit of a risk when you're buying something used. So there's that. I haven't even gone out once yet. I'm going to go out this week for my first ride. And this guy, I'll probably just ride up to the top of the world and back, which is about a 6-mile ride. And I'll probably take one of the little legs up and one of the severe legs down and go from there. So that's my game plan. This is me getting into mountain biking and kind of taking you along the ride and seeing where it goes. And hopefully you guys can learn as much as I do. And hopefully it'd just be a cool way to add some other videos to this channel. So anyway, thanks for watching. Look forward for some more. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, I can finally use this gimbal for its actual intended purpose instead of just riding around on my skateboard with it. And I did get the upgraded chest mount to be nice and secure, so be some nice flowy mountain bike videos, which should be cool. As well, I got the heartbeat monitor thing and the GPS, so I might be able to do some cool overlays with that as well, so you guys can see how much I'm suffering on the uphills and how scared I am on the downhills. So anyway, hope you guys approve. DJ definitely approves. And hopefully anything I learn, I'm going to try and pass on to you guys so you can kind of semi-learn, and feel free to ask any questions. I probably won't be able to answer them to the greatest of my ability, but I'm sure somebody else in the video or comments might be able to help out. I'll do the best I can.